Apocalypse bosses have more than the 50 to 80,000 life rate. Like, yeah, sometimes, but we can fix that too. If you want to go even deeper into the meta, you can reduce bosses' HP by about 30 to 40%, though it does take some setup and a special character, but again, still easy to do. And if you're really, truly trying to go further, well, you might as well. So the game scales based on your gear score. The higher your gear score, the more HP bosses have. So obviously we need to lower the gear score.
Wait. This is exactly what you did in your past videos. First of all, guys, I need to say sorry for my horrible English, so grammar mistakes and misspelling are highly possible. My argument with Phemetos starts back in July. Accidentally I find some of his videos and thought to myself, wow, another melee fighter, I wanna check his videos. Unfortunately later I found out something fishy going on in his videos. Like, bosses seems to have way less HP than they should. So I compare a couple of our runs and send him message in our official Discord. He seems to be not very happy about it. And his first reply to me, he mentioned he have gear score 16 or 18, so boss's HP was obviously low. But he didn't mention it anywhere in his videos, for some reason. And before you call me hothead who go into arguing without any successful proof, I spent like half of day with group of dedicated Remnant players in the over Discord group, and we analyzed boss's HP by pixels. And it looks like Phemetos bosses have like twice less HP. Twice less HP compared to normal Apocalypse. But let's start with examples. Here is Riphead fight. He have Heart affix. Heart affix means what boss have like 1 extra HP bar, like 25 more HP compared to normal. As you can see, he already reached like half of first bar. He's close to reach 1 bar, and here he goes, first bar. I need you to pick attention to the damage numbers. Like, look at his crits, look at his damage, and how fast he kills the boss, with pretty low damage. He almost killed him already. And he's done. Now let's have a look at my fight. I got head to fight as well. Pick attention to the damage, especially to the second phase. Here's the crit from the Devouring loop, like 3000 HP at 1 hit. And I still didn't reach first HP bar. Here's another crit from the Devouring loop, and it's still not enough. Unactivated Hunter's Mark. Now pick Adrenaline Shot. And finally reach stage 2. Activate Corrosive Aura. And now let's look at the damage. Just look at these numbers. And he's still not dying. Once again, let's compare this moment to this. One more time, this moment to this. When I had discussion with the guys in the Discord, some of them didn't believe me, and they literally asked me to count each and every single hit in both videos to show better maths. And guess what? I freaking did! We agreed to count first bar only, and by my results, my rip height have 100,000 HP, while Phemetos rip height have like 50,000 HP, literally twice less. Later one of the guys made the pixels research of the HP bar and confirmed my math. After I pointed out my doubts, Phemeto acts pretty aggressive, and I simply asked him, why you didn't fight with bosses with your main character in the gear score 20th? Or say it's like the only character you have. He said he have like 5 characters, and I can say whatever you see and you will actually see and rest. Later Phemetos keeps reacting in an aggressive way, and he said this, because he wants to think he's the best person and only these videos are worth posting. He probably means his videos, and for when this is obviously cheats. I said, no problems at all, but there is different when experienced fan abusing game mechanics, which he knows perfectly how they works. Reasons? Well, it's up to him. I just pointed out his actions. And after his aggressive slaps, I'm almost sure he did these GS manipulations on purpose. But let's move to another example. And this example is the Iskall Queen fight. And here, I'm sure I can prove you Phemetos did manipulating with gear score on purpose. We are looking to a very specific moment. Then he will change his weapons. Here's screen capture from his video. And we should look at two things. First of all, rating with zone. Check the offensive status. It's double positive. Double positive status means the character's gear score is way above the current zone. Probably 2 or 3 or even more levels above. Another thing we are looking for is the Lotus Helm. Look closely. Lotus Helm is not upgraded at all. It stays at level 0, while Smolder have plus 10, Hodge Gun have plus 16, and Repeater Pistol have plus 30. While we're watching my fight against Iskall Queen in the Apocalypse in melee only, which we will compare with his run as well, let's talk about Phemetos' logic. Why he's not showing his gear score on his videos? I mean, later he starts to show it, but only in the matter of screenshots on the screen. He's not showing statistics windows after the fights, for some reason. Maybe he is introduced viewers in more content and less statistics like this, don't know. But for many videos of Remnant, he did these manipulations, on purpose or without knowledge. It's his version, we will talk about it later. I mean, why fooled your viewers? The guys looking at you and watch how you defeat Apocalypse's boss in ease and then come into the game and can do same, because, you know, bosses are way stronger in their game, because they keep upgrading items, keep playing fair, and they have no idea why Phemetos defeats this boss so easy and so fast, and I have same gear and I can't. Well, of course, most of viewers don't look so deep, and they probably gonna think, well, I'm sucks at this game. But Phemetos is good, and I am just a ordinary casual player who can't beat bosses. I mean, this is false theme of the game. Like, literally, you fooled your viewers. Why? You might bury me with you made no claims about gear score, about anything else, speedruns and act, you just play against a bunch of Apocalypse's bosses. But it's not quite clear from your side, isn't it? It's like you play in higher difficulty and higher bosses, but did some changes, which makes your runs way easier. Now let's compare this fight to his, and see a little bit of difference. On the Apocalypse difficulty, Iskall Queen have one of the biggest HP pools. She have 110,000 HP, which is more compared to all other bosses in the game, with little exceptions of final bosses, of course. Let's see what Phemetos doing here. He puts dots on the queen and then playing safe by running away. Why he is doing this? And why he have no need to go and do more damage in a close range? Because dots do all the work in his case. But if you're going to try this way, make similar setup, and go to play against Iskall Queen in gear score 20, this fight will last forever. If you keep in mind, Phemetos bosses have like twice less HP, he simply don't need to do more damage, because dots will do the work. At the same time he can play safety and not go to a close fight. He waits till Queen come closer or come closer to himself to update the dots, does couple of attacks, make dot stacks and then run away. It's more than enough, in his case. So tell me, do you think it's same as other apocalypse fight against Skull Queen? By Phemetos logic, it's exactly same. It have no difference. If you ask me, not saying all the truth is same to hide the truth. And if you are a fair player, why do you hide the truth? Why do you not make it clear to everyone? So I tried to explain this to him once again, and typed this message. So how to make such results? Inquire both in gear score of already rolled world boss. Simple. Need to enter area you're interested in, go back to Ward 13, and upgrade your items. Now you have same word at same gear score, but your character is above this area in gear score and also at attack defense ratings. You're making increased damage and having less damage to yourself because mobs bosses are lower than you. Now keep in mind adventure mode, because we are speaking about Skull Queen, which available is only in adventure mode. Always roll one level above your current gear score. You can only do gear score manipulations on purpose. This only one proof of one exact fight, but I see the same picture in the rest fights as well. His replies I do love conspiracies. Time has passed and I almost forgot about this situation. But some days ago, Phemetos comes with new video, and with explanation of gear score manipulations. And boy oh boy, here we go again. He doing exactly same shit as he did before, even for freaking demonstration. But we will come back to this later. As you can see, I bring some flames on Phemetos, because I was surprised with how shameless he is. In my opinion, this is above over any ironic. Like, you actually did these manipulations by yourself, you didn't accept you did this. And later, after a couple of months, you come with explanation video, saying how to do this. No comments. Here you can see his reply to me, and this is actually very necessary moments. I promised to guys in our Discord to not mention any of them, but here is the situation. One guy DM'd him and explained him how gear score mechanics works in details. The thing is, he said this right after our conflict. And now, as you can see, Phemetos acts like he didn't know how to use these manipulations before. Of course, this can't be counted as successful proof of my point of view, because, as I said before, I promise not to name any of guys. So you can only count on my word, or don't believe this argument at all. Even for this demonstration, he did exactly the same trick. But let's say he did it whole video with his shady character. Look at the Herty Ecro he have, and later I will show you Ecro without Herty affix. Here is Vicious Ecro. Have a look at the damage. Let's get to the point. I can only say for Remnant game, and here I'm looking at Phemetos as at Velaya and not clear player. It's only my opinion, you can agree or disagree with it. I just wanted to share my point of view. Unfortunately, a lot of his Remnant videos should be deeply analyzed with his viewers, because you can't be sure on this guy, you can't be sure on his fairness. Postscriptum, I'm totally accept I am an ass, the idiot, the moron, the nonsense stalker, the drama king or drama queen if you wish, an ass once again, and just stupid. Have a nice day.